Another day, another game. Welcome everyone, my name is Lamzes, and this is my take on Tier 10 Japanese light cruiser, Yodo. On your screen you've got displayed captain skills I'm using, and of course modules and flags. Now, as usual, 3 strong points of this ship. Number 1, guns. They have a few features I like about them. Number 1, 18 kilometers of range base, that's very good. Number 2, turret traverse is less than 7 seconds to turn 180 degrees. And 3, you've got 18 of them, so it's the most numerous primary battery on any ship in the game. Number 2, hit points. I like the fact that the Yodo has almost 56,000 HP. It makes it a little bit more survivable. And number 3, torps. They are fine to use as zoning torps and, well, one of the redeeming factors of this ship. Now, 3 things I don't like about this ship. Well, it's guns again. I don't know why, but Wargaming decided to give it a reload more than 12 seconds. Why? Mogami has bigger guns and the reload around 10 seconds? So, why? I don't get it, and I don't like it. Number 2, it's a huge target and very weakly armored, so like floating citadel, so I don't like this fact. And number 3, it's supposed to be light cruiser, but sure like hell it doesn't look like one to me. It turns, well, rudder shift it's not that bad, but turning circle is 930 meters. There are battleships in the game that turn better than this, so combine ridiculously big turning circle with big hull and no armor, and you've got one very squishy ship. Overall, despite having big hopes before Yodo came into play, I have to give it a score of 6 out of 10. It's not a very good ship, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because I'm a big Zao lover, and I hope that the Yodo will be something like Super Mogami, that you can open water, use your concealment, and use your DPM to burn battleships, but unfortunately Wargaming went the other way.
Torpedoes to starboard.
When it comes to HE damage per minute, Yodo is on paper 4th cruiser out of all tier 10 cruisers in the game. So it has 246,000 HE damage per minute. But in reality, this is much lower, and this is why. You've got very slow shells, so hitting targets beyond 12 kilometers is very hard. So you don't hit that many shells, so your DPM gets slower. You've got 150 mil guns, and despite having 30 mil penetration on your HE shells, it's too low to cross the threshold on battleships, which is 32 mil. Because of that, you need to use IFHE, so your HE penetration goes up to 37 mils, but you pay for this with 6% of fire chance. And remember, because of slow reload, you've got only 86 shells per minute on target if you hit everything. So you are not a fire starter, and you are not very good at open water firing, because shorter distance battleships will just blow you out of the water, and the longer distance you've got problems with hitting your shells, because they drag coefficient is very bad, so they slow a lot, and at the longer ranges they are very floaty. I know how I sound. I complain a lot on Yodo that it's missing this or that. Or do I recommend this ship to get? Well, if you are a beginner, I don't recommend this ship. It's relatively hard to play, and to get good result you need experience with your positioning. You need to be good at shooting at longer distance with floaty shells. And I know 18 guns looks great on paper, and visuals of these ships are great. And Wargaming promises you a good DPM and saying that, oh, this is the fourth best HE damage per minute in the game amongst cruisers. But in reality, it's very hard to use this ship, and it should be one of the last lines to grind if you are a cruiser lover, because there are plenty of better tier 10 cruisers. It makes me sad because, like I said, I love to play Zao, and I had high hopes regarding Yodo, that it will be like a better Mogami with great shell arcs, great DPM. But no, Wargaming gave us this, and I really don't know if it's a light cruiser or wanna be a heavy cruiser, because it has the features of a heavy cruiser, like a very big hull and very big turning circle, combined with very low caliber guns, but again, a lot of guns, small caliber, but very long reload like heavy cruiser. So this ship doesn't know what it is, and it's very hard to figure out how to play it. You need to stay behind the islands, because every single time you go open water you will be smashed by battleships. Okay, Lamazes, stop complaining on this ship, just tell us how to play this light cruiser to get a good result. Well, my only advice to you is stay safe as long as it's possible. So as you can see in this game, most of the time I spent just behind this island, and from behind this cover I was just shelling random ships, not focusing on any single one, just the closest target possible, and fire on cooldown. And now, when there is no more targets in range of my main guns, I was contemplating to reposition to defend my B cap, but in this situation I decided that the good offense will be the best defense. So if I go to C and take it fast, it will be better overall decision for my team than the stay to defend B cap and maybe die in the process. And yes, because this game took place around a week ago, and it still was vacation time, and I live in the place where there is a lot of tourists during the summer months, I've got very bad internet. When the more people come to my little village, our internet goes to shit, and as you can see, happens to me all the time. That's why during summer months there's less videos on this channel, and there will be less videos on this channel, because simply I'm unable to play during weekends and during the peak hours of the weekdays, like 12 to 6 p.m. It's almost impossible to play. Don't get me even started about uploading videos that have around 4 gigabytes and takes 21 hours to upload to YouTube with SD. It means 480p quality. But today is 2nd of September, and most of the tourists are gone, children went to school. So just like in the game, in real life, you can look at things from two sides, the good side and the bad side. The bad side is that the vacations are over and the summer is over. And the good side is that tourists are gone and the internet is better for me. So, like in the game, Yodo. It's not a very good ship, but the good thing is, if you are skilled enough, you can have good games or even great games with Yodo, because it's good enough to have a good game in it. On this channel there is a video about Stalingrad, and it's one of the first videos on this channel, so the quality is very bad. I'm sorry, I wasn't skilled enough with setting up my OBS studio to record things and then to do editing on Resolve, so the quality is quite bad, but the game itself is great and explain how to push on this map and how to carry the game. And as you can see, my Montana is very low HP, so I decided to go forward to be a better target for enemies, because remember, most of players, they cannot shoot, and when they have a choice to shoot something, they usually choose the closest to the target to them. And then there are CVs that he will focus the Montana, but not when I'm in front of Montana, because despite being Japanese, Yodo has quite good AA. I know it sounds weird because AA doesn't exist in World of Warships. You cannot stop carrier from doing a drop, so you cannot save yourself, but sometimes you can deter them from going through the AA of multiple ships to attack the low HP battleship, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And yes, I can see how bad is my aim, but don't blame me. It's at least 50% fault of this ship. Remember, when you shoot the nimble targets that can turn in 3-4 seconds, every shot that takes over 8 seconds, and it's almost 9 seconds in this case, it's a very hard shot, because you need to predict what enemy will do, and they can do anything. They can turn in, out, slow down, speed up, or just stay at the same course. And then there are lags, and as you can see, I'm not free of lags in this game.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Oh yes, PD, run! And I can shoot freely at the CV. That's what we all want. To have the CVs in range of guns, without island in between us, so we can shoot it on cooldown and no one is interrupting. And the piggy dies at the end. So this is a good moment to say big thanks to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys very much. Our ranks are growing. I finally passed 100 subscribers, and the number is growing slowly but steadily, so that makes me happy. So to everyone who is watching this and still not subscribing, please consider leaving a like and a comment down below, and maybe even subscribing, because every new subscriber makes my day. And yes, that's it for today. Very nice, relaxing game with Yodo. 2200 XP base. And well, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.